informed consent. As I mentioned earlier, if I'm not wrong, this is a small question in your university exams. Now, this informed consent, what is it related to? Obviously, it is related to medical negligence. Now, whenever a person is undergoing a surgery, why consent is taken from the patient or his relatives or next to kin, you can say? Because the doctor doesn't want to say be threatened of doing something wrong. Maybe he's just doing his duty, but we have seen so many times, in movies and TV series, the doctor just comes out and says, I'm sorry, we couldn't do much. So is the doctor doing something wrong? He has done what he learned. He has done his best, but maybe due to certain conditions he is not able to save the person. So in that case, what happens is the medical negligence is not on the part of the doctor, and hence informed consent becomes an important part when it comes to medical negligence and certain treatments and surgeries. Now, one is disclosure. So providing relevant information to the individual is important. This is on the part of the doctor. So the person, when the person goes, so the doctor says that you are suffering from so and you will be given so and so treatment. So basically he's giving him or disclosing all the relevant information with respect to the treatment to the individual who is going to seek the treatment. And then he says, no, I don't want to do it here. I'll maybe go to some other hospital, or maybe go to the hospital where my friend is a doctor. Because at the end of the day, it's all about faith and trust, as I mentioned during patient-doctor confidentiality. So disclosure of information that is relevant is very important. Secondly is understanding, ensuring that person comprehends the details. So basically the person is to understand what is going to happen to him. Okay, so if I take a, say, crocin, a tablet of Saridon, my headache is going to go. So how is that going to happen? Now, this is a simple thing that we all know. But if there is a bigger treatment or say chemotherapy and blah, blah, then the person has to understand the process. See, because during the treatment, the person's body is not only undergoing some physical change, but there is some mental strength that has to be shown by the patient. He is going to face a lot of maybe emotional moments as well, because some other things will happen, right, to the body. So understanding the process by the patient is very important. Now, who will tell all this? The doctor has to disclose. Third is voluntariness. Now, the patient must be under no tension, pressure. In legal parlance, we call it coercion or pressure. So it's not that the decision is taken or the consent is given by the patient or his relatives under pressure and tension. No doctor can force, no, you take treatment from my hospital only. Is that right? No, you are free to choose. Even an accused who is facing trial in the court is free to choose his advocate. Then why a person would not be free to choose his doctor? He may choose any doctor. So he is taking his own risk. He may be going to some other doctor who is less educated, but he's maybe having faith in him, might have heard good things about him from other people. He's free to go. No doctor can force you to take treatment from his clinic or hospital. So voluntariness is very important. And last, competence. The person must have the capacity to make an informed decision. Now, you might have already, I think you have learned Contract Act, which talks about minors, insane people who are not having the ability to enter into a contract. Likewise, it applies here as well. The person should have the capacity to take that decision, which means that the person cannot be a minor, the person cannot be an inane person, the person cannot be devoid of mental capacity, etc. So there are certain exceptions which we all know, which applies here as far as competence is concerned. So when it comes to your question of informed consent, please see to it that you mark these 4 points: disclosure, understanding, voluntariness, and competence. And just elaborate like I am telling you right now. If you have read something more, then you can write incorporate. Now in informed consent, you can also mention that if it is not an informed consent, maybe medical negligence may be pushed on the doctor. Now the person says that, oh, I wasn't aware of this, or the friends or the relatives, whoever are responsible, okay, whoever, not everybody, maybe some relative has signed before the surgery takes place, and the person says that no, this relevant part of this information was not disclosed to me, that I'm going to run such a risk. So in that case, the onus of proving his point or his part, that it was not my medical negligence, gets pushed on the doctor. You are not taking a risk willingly. That's what it means. So when it comes to your answer of informed consent, you can also write a bit of medical negligence and say how informed consent is important as far as patient, doctor, and treatment is concerned. So try to put points together. And when you write about medical negligence, you can put one Spring Meadows Hospital versus Ahuja Aluwalia, Harjol Aluwalia. You can write it, say it was a medical negligence because they were not aware, and it was not maybe an informed consent. The parts that the 4 points in medical negligence, in informed consent, were not a part of it, and that's why the doctor was sued for compensation. You can likewise make your answers, is what I'm trying to tell you.